in the neighborhood of Plus. Giving a shout out right now to SPR, Sparta Low. Y'all already know what it is. So I'm saying. Hustle. Big shout out to SPR, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
All that. And then some to the income. Hit these YouTube streets, been a corner. Find a corner, then been one. On my mama, it's been a lot of controversy surrounding the Clippers coming to Inglewood, to INTUIT Dome. I've even heard conversations about how the community, as far as the black community, feels like they've been bamboozled into a widespread gentrification move that was kind of like represented in another way. I heard that there was a lot of scandal, underhanded things associated with some type of deal, sponsorship, but it's big news. It's the Lakers and the Rams and the Chargers are not the only, well, the Lakers are not in Inglewood at all any longer, but that new NFL SoFi is not the only game in town. The Clippers are coming. There's been a $300 million deal approved, amongst other things. We're going to just try to get into a little bit, see if we can't learn something. After that, I'm going to go outside and burn something. In the meantime, let's see if I can earn something. You dig it, lies? With no further ado, let's see what Inglewood, the LA Clippers, and all this chitter-chatter has been up to.
The Clippers will break ground today on their arena in Inglewood. The team says $1.8 billion that was spent on the project at Centura Boulevard and Prairie Avenue will create more than 7,000 construction jobs and up to 15,000 others once the complex opens.
I can say this, I got my son 17. He's been playing like sports at Darby since he was like 5 or 6, maybe even 4. And that area has been undergoing heavy, major construction ever since. So I can't say the economy has been stimulated in that area through Major League Sports, and it's seemingly going to continue into at least another decade or so. So that's one thing, and they have provided jobs for that area for quite a long time.
Is expected to finish in time, just in time for the 2024-2025 NBA season. So it should be fun and good and cool for that community there.
I love it. Inglewood has amazing spots now.
Yeah, a ton of amazing spots.
Yeah, they trying to run that riffraff.
Welcome to the most exciting.
They trying to run that riffraff right up out of Inglewood, California. It appears there's a lot going on now on a legal sense to imagine that, especially that gang element, is going to be allowed to remain. Here's another story just giving us a look at what's going to be going on up in that thing.
New arena in the world. The newly constructed INTUIT Dome is without exaggeration redefining the way sports venues are designed and experienced. From the massive 40...
Like that said, every time they make a new stadium, ever since San Francisco 49ers got there, then the Dallas Cowboys, they were saying that type about their new stadium, those type of things. They definitely said it about the SoFi stadium. And then I guess moving forward, every new stadium in a technical way is going to be at an advantage because technology advances, and they're going to always attempt to do more than the last and outdo the last amazing thing. It's going to be a simple to expect. The newer stadium will, probably be more technologically advanced.
1,000 square foot screen to a game-changing atmosphere built to intimidate rival teams, and even t-shirts launching from the scoreboard, the INTUIT Dome is a groundbreaking feat of engineering. Driven by...
That's a hell of an idea. You remember you said the people shoot them up with the... Now they got a system where they can just automatically just come out the scoreboard. That's hard, especially if you do it like at a big game tying 3 or take the lead 3 in the last few seconds, and all of a sudden shorts start popping out. The people that's in that building that's on the other team gonna be hot.
energetic billionaire determined to transform a franchise, this arena symbolizes a bold new chapter. But its journey to completion was filled with opposition, as one competitor pulled out all the stops to try and derail this mega project. It's one of the most interesting and unique stories, not only in the LA area, but across the world. To take it all in, I flew across the country to experience it all in person. The story begins in 1999, when the Clippers left behind the aging LA Memorial Sports Arena and Expo Park. Once a symbol of local pride, the arena had become—
Look how technical the game looked. Even back then, they was running their plays almost like they written on the paper. And now it's hard to understand if they running plays or not. Everybody like they be out there moving on a freestyle. I'm sure they still running plays, but it don't look so technical. It looked more like just chaotic.
Outdated, plagued by a lack of luxury amenities and overshadowed by the newly completed Staples Center, a state-of-the-art venue that promised a fresh chapter for Los Angeles sports. Sharing the Staples Center with the Lakers, the Clippers spent over 2 decades playing under the same roof as their city rivals. However, it didn't take long for the contrast to become glaring. While the Lakers thrived, the Clippers struggled to step out of their shadow, both on and off the court. In 2014, the Clippers faced a turning point, after former owner Donald Sterling received a lifetime ban from the NBA following a series of controversies. The team was sold to Steve Ballmer, the charismatic former CEO of Microsoft. Ballmer vowed to reinvent the franchise, recognizing that the Clippers lagged far behind the Lakers in both fan base and cultural appeal. By 2017, the city of Inglewood approved plans to negotiate the construction of a new arena directly across from the then rising SoFi Stadium. The journey wasn't without its obstacles.
I don't know how that area was picked, because it's already a congested area for the most part. They had already did a lot of construction on Century, considering how we grew up. They had just went up on Century with a Home Depot, Red Lobster, 2 major shopping centers right across one from another, from Century and Crenshaw on up past. They had just compacted. Then they redid the casino. I didn't imagine that area could withstand all this. I think even Carson was considered for the SoFi Stadium for a long time. And then they picked an area in Inglewood, real close to the airport. And surprised me, they still cramming shit in there.
As I mentioned in the intro, opposition from certain groups led to intense efforts to block the projects, which we'll explore in detail later. Despite these challenges, the arena eventually received the green light, and the design is unlike any ever seen in the sports world.
They made room for all this new stuff without getting rid of the Forum. The Forum's still standing. You would have thought they had to at least knock down the Forum. They hard. It didn't look that much space to me between Manchester and Century. They packing it in.
The arena is in the heart of Inglewood, directly across from the iconic SoFi Stadium. It sits at the intersection of Century Boulevard and Prairie Street. The arena shell features a massive red steel diagrid frame, designed to resemble the weave of a basketball net. Covering this frame are diamond-shaped ETFE and PTFE panels, which are lightweight and highly functional. These panels provide protection from the rain while allowing sunlight and airflow to permeate the space. They're covered in LEDs, which change color and light up the neighborhood. Stepping inside, the dome offers an impressive game day experience. First is the Game Face ID technology, which uses facial recognition to streamline entry and purchases, letting you leave your phone and wallet in your pocket. In fact, the entire arena operates as a cashless venue, which attempts to make transactions seamless. And in case you're concerned about—
Ooh, we walking into that new world. That is crazy. That's why I've been swinging. Whenever there was enough cash around for our people to be on the internet doing this and counting it all the time, I knew cash was deep, man. Y'all ain't cute with the cash, man. It's not cute.
About privacy, the facial recognition system is optional. The dome features 17,700 seats designed with comfort and experience in mind. To create a bowl offering the NBA's best legroom and sightlines, Ballmer and the ACOM design team conducted extensive research, visiting arenas all over the country. Their efforts led to a thoughtful layout where each seat is 20 inches wide and each row boasts an impressive 35-inch depth. But
they thought about adding extra leg space to each seat in an arena like that. I gotta give them oh my mama. Matter of fact, they deserve one that is kind of like produced, not just me clapping my big old hands in the microphone. Let's do this for them. Yeah. They be like, yeah, but matter of fact, let me do this. That's a little better. Because I know, boy, especially the older you get, sitting there for 3 hours with the crammed seat space for your knees can make an otherwise enjoyable experience miserable.
These aren't the only seats that are seeing a massive improvement. One of the focuses is on toilets. And yes, you heard that correct.
Toilets! 1,160 toilets and urinals!
They trying to get rid of them long lines. That was one of the things, even from going to Dodger Stadium way back in the day, or to the old Coliseum, going to that bathroom, long lines. Oh, mama.
Missing the game or feeling too far from the action is not an option at the arena, thanks to the Halo board. Spanning 44,000 square feet and comprised of 233 million LEDs, this massive display is extremely sharp. To put its size in perspective, the Daily News noted it would take over 3,500 60-inch TVs to match its scale. Measuring more than 600 feet in circumference and weighing a staggering 519,000 pounds, the Halo board is one of the more impressive feats of the venue. And on top of all this, it launches t-shirts to fans. The Dome also introduces a brand new concept for NBA arenas known as the Wall. This section features 51 rows of steep, uninterrupted seating exclusively reserved for Clippers supporters. Fans in this
That's hard for that freak though. When they get to doing all that, yeah, that's hard.
section are vetted, and jerseys or merchandise from other NBA teams is strictly prohibited. Designed to create a loud, intimidating
Whole thing though, if they can do all this, if the players don't produce on the court, it's gonna be a major wah 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 wah.
atmosphere, the Wall feels somewhat like a college student section. Taking a step back, what many believe is one of the most exciting things about the arena is its commitment to sustainability. It operates on a waste reduction program as well as recycles water for things like flushing toilets. It's fully electric and runs on solar power sourced from its 2 megawatt array on the roof. Combined with the array on the nearby parking garage, these feed in the 11 megawatt battery pack below the floor. While I couldn't find the capacity of the pack in megawatt hours, AECOM claims that the current setup is able to handle many hours of peak demand, such as during an NBA Finals game or headlining concert, which the Dome has already got its introduction to. Beyond the court, the INTUIT Dome complex has over 86,000 square feet dedicated to training, medical, and player facilities. Above the practice court sits a 71,000 square foot office space for team operations. The venue also has 5 separate basketball courts, an outdoor plaza featuring 2 bars and a stage, a restaurant, and the flagship team store. Considering everything I've covered, the arena's staggering $2 billion price tag makes more sense.
Man, you come in there with all this and still have the same type of record I'm used to growing up with the Clippers, that's gonna be all bad. You can't come in there and have losing records. You got to be above 500 every year after they do all this.
Still, it's the most expensive NBA arena ever built, by far. A distinction made even more impressive by the fact that it was entirely privately financed. If anyone could pull it off, it's Steve Ballmer. As of late 2024, he ranks as the 8th richest person in the world, with a net worth of approximately $121 billion. But just because the venue is privately financed doesn't mean the public avoids all costs. Historically, similar projects have burdened local governments and taxpayers with unforeseen expenses, such as upgrades to infrastructure. However, this wasn't as significant a concern for the Dome. Instead, the challenges came primarily from local community groups, and perhaps more notably, Ballmer's competitors. The Madison Square Garden Company, owner of the Forum, which is the previous home of the Lakers and sits less than a mile away from the INTUIT Dome, was accused of using litigation to block the Clippers' new arena, fearing competition with the Forum's live events business. MSG even funded the legal efforts of Inglewood residents against
The Forum probably going to end up going out of business because they're gonna have to lower their prices to attract business. But they're gonna have to service a lower levels. Anybody high end coming through there is going to either want to go to the INTUIT or the SoFi to play. Who would want to play the Forum if you could afford to utilize the SoFi or the INTUIT Dome? Now, maybe it will survive because maybe there are plenty productions that can't quite afford the other two that still would like to play in that. So maybe there still will be a market for it.
and evictions, a group that filed lawsuits opposing the project. In response, the Clippers countersued MSG in December of 2018. In March of 2019, leaked emails revealed MSG had tried to lure the Lakers back to the Forum after their lease of the Staples Center ended. Although the plan went nowhere, the proposal was seen as an attempt to undermine the Clippers' arena plans. The construction faced other legal hurdles as well, with multiple lawsuits aiming to halt the project. One notable case came from Uplift Inglewood, which argued that the agreement between the Clippers and the city violated California's Surplus Land Act. This act prioritizes housing, recreation, and school projects when public land is sold. In response, Inglewood's mayor defended the deal, stating that the site was already deemed unsuitable for residential use due to its proximity to LAX. In November of 2019, a judge dismissed Uplift Inglewood's lawsuit, and in December, the
How that makes sense when it's all type of residential locations around that same exact area when it comes to within proximity to LAX. I don't know how that was an argument.
California Air Resources Board approved the project. In March of 2020, Ballmer made a decisive move to resolve the ongoing litigation with MSG by agreeing to purchase the Forum for $400 million in cash. This acquisition effectively removed the final major obstacle standing in the way of the Clippers' new arena, clearing the path for its construction to move forward without further delays. And just so I don't forget to mention it, the 23-year naming deal with financial software company INTUIT was valued at a minimum of $500 million.
Damn, so I guess that's just like Staples Center was with the Staples Center. They changed it to crypto. I think the whole place lost its aura. When they changed it to crypto, it seemed to lost its connection with the Kobe Bryant legacy. I heard that they went back to Staples Center, but I think it may even be too late for that. But the INTUIT Dome, let's see how long that rings, or does it ring, or does that catch on?
Lastly, if you're thinking about going to a game and parking at the on-site garage, you might want to think twice, because it comes with a hefty $70 price tag. Steve Ballmer envisioned this arena as a basketball palazzo, and it's clear that his dream may have even exceeded his own expectations. And coming from an unbiased source who is often objectively critical of the construction of new sports arenas, I have to admit, this project is pretty special. At Buildcore, we're building America, one story at a time.
It only matters, once again, if this is being built for winners.
With your help, the channel has grown to over 20,000 subscribers in the last year. There are so many projects all over the country that the channel will be covering, and I'm super
go ahead and hit their channel up, Buildcore. Go follow Buildcore. That's what we just reacted to. Yeah, Inglewood it's exciting to say the least, man. City going through a lot of rebuilding. I look forward to going down there and catching a game or two. Why not? You dig it, lies? I've been to the SoFi one time. Me and my boy Herb, he a diehard 49er fan. I've been waiting for LA to get a team for so many years. I was gonna rock with whoever got here. So I tend to rock with the Rams and the Chargers because they in the same place. They both wear blue and yellow. Just so many similarities. And they LA. I just wanted a local team. So I kind of ride with both of them. So it was kind of cool for us to go there when the Rams played the Niners, so I would at least have to get into the INTUIT Stadium at least 4 games. I've been to Staples, I've been to the Forum, I've been to the Sports Arena, the Coliseum. I've been to the Anaheim Stadium, even been to the thing in Carson. So gotta at least step foot up in there. Oh my mama. Y'all have a good day.
Yesterday was bullshit, but today gonna be a good day. Louisiana 3P, yeah, the 3P. I'm talking about the hood way, like when the Lakers got the 3P, got the 3P. I had to say it was a good day. Hey now, say now, I woke up feeling like it was my birthday. Checks coming in like the first day. I said checks coming in like the first day. Niggas trying to knock me off my pivot, I get ignorant, live it. Give it to you in the worst way, I give it how I live it. Let the church say amen. I was trying to chase a little 2K. I was trying to chase a little 2 bands, water and pineapple juice. Hold the deuce, Sam, 0 did. Shoot the beak off a bird. 2 can Sam, do you know who I am? It's Noonie. They make business, you goofy. See this big old ring if I mink me. You get loopy, crashing shit, I think I'm boosty. Devo, but this ain't no movie. This ain't 2B, this ain't no movie. Yesterday was bullshit, but today gonna be a good day. Louisiana 3P, yeah, the 3Ps. I'm talking about the hood way, like when the Lakers got the 3P, I can say it was a good day. Hey now, say now, I woke up, feeling like it was my birthday. Checks coming in like the first day. I said checks coming in like the first day. Really though, I reached the back of my cereal box. I still keep a dog in my sock. But he mad, you lucky I'm not. I'm about to blow, I'm about to pop. Shout out to the low, he passed me the rock. Hopped off the post, threw it in sport, ooh wee. Pocket stuff like a loose leaf. Pick and roll, we ain't talking about sushi. There's no need and the green is for blue cheese. There's no need and the green is for blue cheese. I'm about to blow, I'm about to pop. Shout out to the low, he passed me the rock. I'm about to blow, I'm about to pop. Shout out to the low, he passed me the rock.